Yoko Ono all over again. How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we gotta talk about Prince Harry, Meghan Markle, and the whole controversy surrounding them. Now, before I get into it, I gotta say straight off the top that I do not care about the royal family. I don't care about Meghan Markle, Prince Harry, Queen Elizabeth, King James, King Kong, King George, George of the Jungle. It doesn't matter. However, there are certain things that have been brought up as a result of this that are very important to American society. Now, before I go down that road of American society and what's important, I got to back up a little bit here to explain what's going on. Now, as you may know, Meghan Markle has been discontent with her role in the royal family. That's pretty much long and short. She does not like being a royal. She does not like having to go do her duties and, behave a certain way in public as per the rules of being a royal. She doesn't like it. And apparently Prince Harry is not really, laying the smack down and telling her, hey, you got to do X, Y, and Z as part of being a royal. Maybe she wasn't briefed before she went in it. Maybe she doesn't know anything about being a royal, which is kind of hard to believe since she had wanted to be the princess since she was a little girl, but different story, and I digress. The whole point is that she's not behaving properly as a royal because she does not really want to be part of that world. What I think is that she just wanted a very powerful person like Prince Harry so she could do some other things, but we'll get to that in a minute. So she's not happy with the situation. It had been like that for a long time. It was like that when they were dating. It was like that when they got married. It was like that when the baby came. There's been no change, in my humble opinion. Now it's come to a head, and Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have decided they want to move to North America. They want to move to LA eventually once Trump is out of office, but don't hold your breath on that. It's going to be a while. So rather than being in UK full-time as royals doing full-time duties, they're going to be splitting time between Canada, which is part of the UK's Commonwealth, and the UK. Now, there was a meeting called because the Queen Elizabeth, the Queen Mother's like, okay, y'all tripping. Y'all can't be doing this. So there was a meeting called. You had Prince Charles, you had Prince William, and Prince Harry. They were all there with the Queen. They had a 2-hour meeting today, which is Monday, January 13th, 2020. And after the meeting, there was a statement released, and I'll place that on the screen before you, also in the box below. Basically, it says, well, we're sad to not have them be full-time members of the royal family, but we wish them well in their endeavors. They were referred to in a statement as Harry and Meghan, which is not really appropriate. You still got to use your honorifics, whatever you call it in UK, and that was not used, which would let me know that they're eventually going to drop those titles and just become Harry and Meghan, but we'll keep moving. So they want to eventually break away and become less financially dependent upon the UK. Because, if you're a royal, your lifestyle gets paid for by taxpayers. Okay, so that's a different story. We'll move on. Now, the reaction to this has been all over the place. It's weird seeing some of the people that were rooting for Meghan Markle when she became part of the royal family also root for her now that she appears to be backing away from the royal family, although still very much married to Prince Harry. At first it was, oh, you go girl, black girl magic, you part of the royal family, this, that, and the third, you're a princess, all of this. Now that she's backing away from that role, it's, oh, you go girl, they were racist, they hate black folks, I've always known it. Wait a minute. If they were racist and you've always known it, then why were you rooting for her when she became part of the royal family? Why were you rooting for her when she had a baby with Prince Harry? I don't understand how that makes any sense. But hey, that's just kind of how it is. You want to be on the side of being right whenever it's convenient, and your particular viewpoint on a situation will change depending upon what side of the aisle you need to be on to be correct, to be validated in any situation. We'll move on. The reactions are all over the place. Now, what I see is a woman in Meghan Markle that just wants to revert back to her old hustle. A wise man told me one day, if you want to advance in life, you got to denounce your petty hustle. Did you know who Meghan Markle was before this whole thing happened with her and Prince Harry? I had no idea. Never seen her before in my life. I heard she was an actress. What did she act in? Like, was there a particular role that she had that you can just name right now? When you think about some of the top actors in Hollywood, you're thinking about Will Smith, Gwyneth Paltrow, Charlize Theron, Al Pacino. You think about people that have really high profiles. You can just say, okay, they were in this movie, they were in that movie, they were in this movie. Like Heath Ledger and Joker, iconic role. Robert De Niro, Casino. Like, you think about some of these very iconic roles. Meghan Markle, what was she in? Like, not even a sitcom. I have no idea. There's a video that came out that was taken sometime last year. It might have been quite a while ago. It might have been a few months ago. In the video, you have Prince Harry talking to Bob Iger. Bob Iger is the CEO of Disney, who may at one point try to become the president, but that's a different story, and I digress. The whole point is that Prince Harry was talking to Bob Iger about getting some voiceover work for Meghan Markle. I was like, what are we doing? You are Prince Harry. You're asking me to get your wife some work? What are you doing? Obviously, he was put up to that by her. Because like I said, when you're part of the royal family, your lifestyle is funded by the taxpayers. What are you doing trying to get voiceover work? Like I said, a wise man told me, if you're trying to advance in life, you got to denounce your petty hustle. So are you really trying to advance in life as far as becoming the royal and doing that whole thing, doing your duties, being part of that family? Or do you want to advance in life by going back to LA and becoming a more popular actress with this very powerful person who can talk to a Bob Iger and maybe get you a role in some kind of animated movie where you're not even showing your face? Is that what's going on? That's what it appears to be to me. It looks like she is using this man to try and get ahead. I mean, I'm not surprised. I've seen it before. People, they use people. You know, they're trying to get to this level, trying to get to that level, and they use people. And it's kind of crazy because it's like you've already reached a very high level in life. You've become part of the royal family. What more do you want? This is that whole independent woman thing. Like, you don't know who Mark Zuckerberg's wife is. You don't know her name. You barely know how she looks. You might not even know that she's Asian. You might not know anything about her. Same thing with Bill Gates. Well, you know, Melinda Gates, they got the foundation, but you don't see her trying to be in Hollywood, trying to be in movies, all this, that, and the third. They do things together as a couple, power couple, in that way. But it appears like Meghan Markle wants to be a power couple in a different way. She wants to go back to LA after Trump is done. Now, how is that going to benefit Prince Harry? You know, this is Prince Harry of the UK royal family. Why would he go to LA? For what? Why? How can that benefit him? She wants it to benefit her. You know, you may see things and people talking about, oh, her mom is in LA, so what? Come to UK. It wouldn't be no thing to move her to UK. Why you got to go to LA? She wants to be part of Hollywood again. She wants to resume her career at a higher level due to being part of the royal family. That's what that is. And it's really quite selfish if you ask me. The royal family don't really play around with this stuff. You know, you saw what happened to Princess Diana. You don't want a repeat of the past. Okay. So I think Meghan Markle is doing a thing that's pretty silly, kind of selfish, and really quite dangerous in my humble opinion. And not even needed, unnecessary. Why would you try to go back to being a Hollywood actress? Like, you were a C-list actress at best. I would say E-list actress. 2 auditions away from being on Skid Row banging needles, in my humble opinion. Okay? There are girls that go to Hollywood all the time. They get a moderate level of success, and then they don't do anything anymore. They go back home, or they stay right there and become a bum. That could have been you, but you're in the royal family. But you want to use that role to go back into Hollywood? It doesn't make any sense. But hey, Prince Harry needs to be a man here, stand up and say, you're not going back to LA. We are in a whole different stratosphere over here. Okay? There's no need for you to be over there. You can work. You can be part of this whole thing. You can have a little something for yourself. You know, raise your kids, number 1. Number 2, do your royal duties. All right? Your duties should not include being in the tell-all with Oprah or in some kind of B movie. It'd be totally embarrassing. If she were to go to Hollywood, they would have to leave the royal family, period. Because you can't go to that high of a high down to the low of being in some made-for-TV movie or a Netflix pilot that don't even go. That's not what you want to do. But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? What is this all about? Is it about Meghan Markle trying to become a Hollywood actress, trying to be woke, sending jabs at Trump? I won't go till Trump is over. Is it about that? I mean, what else could it be? I don't see any reason why Prince Harry want to go back to LA or Canada or leave his role at all. There was no talk of his role being diminished when he was single. None whatsoever. He was just doing his thing and it was all good. Here comes Meghan all of a sudden. Oh, we got to split time between the UK and Canada and North America. Or we want to become financially independent. I'm trying to do voiceover work. What is it all about? And how about those that have been very hypocritical here, talking about, oh, black girl magic and, score one for the Americans. This is beautiful that she's part of the royal family. And them same people say, oh, the royals are racist, UK is racist. And by the way, UK is not racist, okay? Like, you're talking about a woke society for the most part, not racist at all. If they were racist, it may be a little bit better off, but different story, I digress. The whole point is that they're not racist, okay? Just because one guy at BBC said that their child was like a chimpanzee doesn't mean anything. I mean, you have one person with a bad opinion. That does not reflect upon an entire country or an entire country's culture. That's just not what it is. Beyond all that, I think Meghan Markle should have known what she was getting herself into before she signed up for it. Okay, you can't say now in the 0 hour, well, past the 0 hour, you already got married, had a baby. Oh, it's racist here. I want to leave. That doesn't make any sense to me. But whatever your comments are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.